Everybody wants to know why I moved. But I'm gonna live with man. But yeah, you might have kicked you out of the house. Anyway, yeah, I don't want to start crying. I live in Kingston. Which supermarket do you shop at? And which one do you find to be the most reasonable? Please drop a comment and let me know so I can check them out. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're watching, please remember to subscribe to the channel, like the video after you watch it, or like it while you're watching it. Once you like it, just hit the like button, yeah, and subscribe to my channel. Alright guys, so today I'm here to answer one question and one question only. Like, everybody wants to know why I moved. People are making assumptions like, yeah, you might have good, you might have kicked you out of the house. I'm sure that's the things going on in some people's head because let's just leave it there. Alright, so there's really, it all boils down to one main reason why I left the house, you know? And big up to my mother. Yeah, I love my mother. Like, listen, if there's one thing I can say, me and my mother will always be good in life. Doesn't matter what happened. That's my mother, you know? It's my mother who gave birth to me. You know, they say that your mother is, they say that we choose our mothers before we actually are born. Like, we choose who we want to be our parents. And I think it's true because I don't think anybody else could have raised me to be the woman I am today other than my mother. Mind you, my childhood was not perfect, and I think I still do have some traumas from childhood, you know, even based on parenting, you know, because all of us get beaten when we're little, most of us. I don't think I'll hit my kids, but yeah. So I think there's still some trauma, but it is what it is. But me and my mommy will always be good. Gosh, I miss her so much. It's not even funny. Like, sometimes I'm here, like even yesterday, I made a pot of soup. Like, and I showed my girlfriend, and my girlfriend is like, then are you want to go drink up the soup? I'm like, I guess I'll have soup for the entire week because I keep cooking a lot of food. And it's just me, you know? It does get lonely sometimes. Especially, listen, I've lived with my mother basically all my life. It was just, I probably didn't live with my mother for 1 year, you know? But I'm gonna live with mine. But yeah. And other than that, I not live with man. I was in a relationship, okay? I don't mean it that way. I was in a very committed relationship, and he wanted me to live with him, and we lived together. Kinda, sort. We lived together. Anyway. Not kinda, so I say kinda sort of because I never moved out my parents' house fully. Like I always said, I would never move out my parents' house fully. Anybody who knows me can attest to that. I've always said so. Even though I moved out, I still, you know, had clothes at my house and I had clothes there, and I every few weeks I'd just go rinse them, like take out some new ones and bring back the old ones. But I never moved furniture. I never moved anything because it's not my house. So me I move far. Then when me and the man break up, then I have to move back my furniture. Hell no. I don't suggest any young woman do that. Listen, don't move in with no man unless you can, unless when you break up you can afford to move on your own and not go back to your parents' house. But yeah, anyway. I said that to also say, like, don't let peer pressure you into moving out of your house. Like somebody made a comment the other day, you know, guys, do not fall for peer pressure. When you see rich people, Pitney, when you see them still live at their parents' house, right? Or if they don't, their parents either rent an apartment for them or help them pay their rent, or three, give them a house or an apartment. So do not let poor people make them feel like once you reach a certain age and you need to move on. No. When I say poor, I mean poor mentally, meaning you're not equipped with sufficient knowledge to make wise decisions, especially financially. No, and that's why some people will never elevate in life, because their ego get the best of them and their pride, and you know, everybody wants to grow up quick. Listen, stay at home as long as you can, save as much as you can, unless you have a reason to leave or something detrimental happen where it's not good for your health. Maybe you can't be in that environment anymore, you and your family don't get along and you absolutely have to move, you know. But I never had a problem staying in my parents' house. Like for me, I wanted to. I thank God for mommy and daddy. I'm able to save while I was there. Um, and I always said that my biggest fear ever would be to move out and have to move back in. Like I don't think we talk about ego and pride and not. Like so honestly, I said don't ever leave home unless you're financially stable enough or feel secure that you won't have to go back. And I think that's where I'm at, basically. So the main reason why I left is because I needed more space, if that makes sense. Like for the things that I want to do, the things that I have planned for my future, everything, I need more space to do that in every way you can think of. Like there's so many things I want to do, but I feel so caged because when I was at home, I literally just stayed in my room. Like I never left my room any at all. My room was my zone. I did everything in there. I never utilized our living room, dining room. I rarely cooked. I literally just stayed in my room because I know that I was getting older. And you know, I'm a grown woman now. My mom is a grown woman, and is only one woman can be the woman at the house. And I never wanted to feel like I was encroaching on my mom's space. So I really wanted to give her the space she needed, and let her know that she's a woman at the house. Like your house, yeah. You know, but and so my room was like my little zone, and I felt like even like when I was doing business stuff, because you guys know I would register businesses for people and any other accounting, you know, bookkeeping and stuff. And my room was just not big enough to even sometimes with vlogging, I have to move. Not a lot of moving, but I only had so much space to work with. See me now? I have enough space. So you get the difference. And then a lot of things that I want to do in the future, I need space to do that. And so for me, I feel like I need the space, and I'm more financially stable to say, okay, I don't ever have to go back home to move out. Yeah, so that's really it. So it's no big thing. It's not, oh, my mother never kept me out our house. Like, no. But it does get lonelier sometimes. Like I really miss my mommy. Like I don't know, and I think our relationship is so funny because we never had a bad relationship, but I think our relationship is so much even better because the distance, you know? Like I miss her. And I know she missed me too because like right before when I told her I was moving out, she was like, really? You're moving out for real? I said, yeah. And then like maybe a couple minutes after she came back to me and she was like, I miss you already. And I'm like, I miss you already too, you know. It's like that. Like I really miss my mommy. My mom used to do so much for me, so much. Like I appreciate her so much. Sometimes I'll get breakfast in bed. I'm not spoiled, you know, but I really miss my mommy. Like really miss my mommy a lot. Mommy, I miss you. I know she's gonna watch this vlog. I miss you so much. Like anyway, yeah, I don't want to start crying on the vlog. Anyway, like another thing that also influenced my decision is that they say, have you ever looked at a plant that's in a pot? It will only grow so much because once those roots start hitting the pot, the flower or the plant is like, that's it. That's where I stop growing. And that's it. They just stay there and you water them and they never grow any bigger. But if you ever take that same plant and plant it in the earth, the roots grow so much longer and wider. And that's how I looked at it. Like me, I'm the plant. And another example is like a bird doesn't know it can fly unless it leaves the cage. I feel like that was my cage. And I'm flying away. I can fly now. And you could look at it and said, oh, well, if I'd left sooner, maybe I would have flown away a long time. Maybe I would have grown a long time ago. Would have much more growth. But I disagree because I strongly believe that everything in life happens for a reason, and everything in my life that has happened so far, I can see why it happened when it happened. And so I'm very thankful for my journey. I'm very appreciative. And so I think even if I'd moved out before, man, I'd have probably moved back home a long time. It's a rent expensive and bills are expensive. It's not cheap living out here, okay? So I definitely think everything happens for a reason, and now that I feel how I feel, I think the timing is perfect. So let's talk about how life has been in Kingston so far, right? I'll just touch on it a little because it's really one big difference with living in Kingston and Portmore. Like, Kingston is expensive. When I say expensive, I mean some of the grocery items I would buy or I buy, the price difference ranges from $300 to $500 per item. So you can imagine, let's just quantify it, right? Let's say I'm picking up 20 different items and there's a $300 difference. Do you know how much money that is? That's like 300 times 20. That's like what? $6,000 difference? $6,000 difference. That's a lot. There's a lot of difference. Plus tax. Plus calculate the tax on that. You know? And that's just 20 items. That's crazy. Anyway, the prices are ridiculous. Everything is expensive. Gas is expensive. Food is more expensive. Everything is more expensive. That's why I use the opportunities. Some of the things I do to combat that right now, I don't know how long I'm gonna be able to do that for, because I think one of the first things that happened was when I needed to go grocery shopping, I wasn't sure where I was gonna shop because, like I said, I'm central, so I have there, I have here, I have everywhere to go. And I'm like, which one is the most reasonable? Because, you know, I'm on a budget now. I just move. I have things to buy. I have everything to buy because I literally didn't take anything with me from home. And I'm like, okay, you know, it's just too much confusion. I'm going to look for mommy in like 2 days. I'm just wait until I get over to Portmore and then I go grocery shopping at my usual spot because I'm used to that. So that's what I did, and that's what I've been doing. Whenever I go look for my mom, I take the opportunity to go grocery shopping and just buy groceries for the month. However, when I run out of stuff, like sometimes I run out of meat because I don't buy a lot of chicken when I go to the supermarket. So when I run out of meat, I'll go to supermarkets. I'll go to like John or Wong, or I'll go. Listen, Mega Mart is the most expensive of all the supermarkets that I've been to. You would think that Mega Mart sell like what, like wholesale prices, or is it retail? They're expensive as hell. Expensive, too expensive. They're the most expensive so far. They are. They're the ones with the $300 and $500 price difference. Yes, it's crazy. I honestly thought Mega Mart would be one of the cheapest, but it's the most expensive. No lie. No lie. Not to throw Mega Mart under the bus, but I'm just being realistic. And anybody who agrees with me can drop a comment in the comment section below and let me know if you're in the Kingston 5, 10, 6 area. Yeah, which supermarket, if you live in Kingston, which supermarket do you shop at, and which one do you find to be the most reasonable? Please drop a comment and let me know so I can check them out. But for now, what I do to combat those prices is that when I do visit my mom, I take the opportunity to go shopping at the supermarket, because it's the same supermarket I used to shop at while I was living in Portmore. It's probably one of the most expensive one in Portmore, but yeah, it's still cheaper than all of them I've been to in Kingston. So hey, it works out anyway. Take it. Which is Progressive at Sovereign, which is where my old gym was at. But anyway, stop telling me my business. Gas, Lord jeez, don't think about it. Talk about gas. Gas is so expensive. Honestly, when I look at the gas prices, I'm like, sometimes you look $30 difference between what's selling in Portmore versus like the highest price in Kingston. It's crazy. I'm like, nope. So I also use the opportunity when I go to look to my mom to fill up my tank. However, like I went, like my tank, I'm gonna go see my mom in like 2 days. However, I bought gas 3 days ago because once my tank goes on quarter gas, it has quarter of the tank full. I like to fill up my tank. Then I don't wait until it goes on E or goes down. Once you reach quarter, I try to fill it up. So somebody had dropped a comment before, you know, a couple years ago on the vlog and said, wait until the gas done before I fill it up. Don't it? Somebody said that. If you guys remember, somebody said that. I think somebody said that. But anyway, once you reach quarter, then I start getting ready to refill. And I did refill my tank in Kingston the other day, but I think it's one of the more cheaper gas station, which is on Beechwood Avenue. Is the Rubis? I don't know which one, but yeah. It's very cheap. But anyway, guys, that's it for now. I did promise you guys that I will give you an update as to why I moved and how life has been in Kingston. In terms of work, going to work life, it's roughly almost the same. It's a bit easier in the morning to get to work versus when I was in Portmore, because in Portmore I encountered a lot of traffic. No, based on where I work, I don't really have a lot of traffic going to work because everybody's coming in the opposite direction. The traffic is in the opposite direction. However, when I'm supposed to come back home, oh my gosh, because I live in such a central area, it's like traffic is everywhere. There's no escaping it, right? And then especially if rainfall, oh my gosh, it can take me up to an hour to get home. And normally when I was living in Portmore, if I went straight home and left work early, it could take me just 20 minutes. So I find that it takes a longer time to get home now than versus when I was living in Portmore. But anyway, you give and you take some. You know, I have to be grateful for all God's blessing, and I'm very thankful for where I'm at. And it's just another step in the journey. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, please remember to subscribe, like, share, and I'll see you in my next video, whichever video that is. But I appreciate the support and thank you. Anyway, that's it for the vlog. Thank you for watching.